What's up, queens? It's me, your girl Bria Janae, back with another nail video. Today, I'm going to be reviewing this Saviland Builder Gel Kit. Huge shout out to Saviland for sending me some of their products. And today, I went with this ombre marble look. It's giving me real Easter vibes. So if you want to get into it, keep on watching. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Saviland Builder Gel Kit. I do not know what's in this kit yet because I absolutely forced myself to not open it until I started the video. So I'm about to do so now. I love the packaging. Cute, sleek, and sexy box that they have here. Ah! So exciting! Okay. Y'all, I cannot tell y'all how excited I am for this. I've used Saviland's Poly Gel before, and I really do enjoy it. It's nice and thick. It does not flood my cuticle. I can move it to exactly where I need it to be. So I do know that I love their Poly Gel, and I'm pretty much expecting the same from the Builder Gel. In addition to the 12 beautiful Builder Gel pods that you get, you also get 3 brushes in the kit. I'm famous for opening them the wrong way, so I'm taking my time today. 3 brushes. Ooh, 3 different sizes. Okay, Saviland. Okay, y'all better come through with the different brushes for the queens because they know we need them. We have a square brush, an oval, and then like a line brush. I don't know if I'm using the technical terms, but I'm calling it what it looks like. Also comes with some nail forms that I'm going to try to use today. I'm not too, spiffy with these, not too well versed with the nail forms, but I'm going to try to do them today. I think my nails are long enough to where I can figure out how to make it work. So yeah, I'm going to use these today. And then it also comes with the Builder Gel manual with all of the good old tips and tricks. Here are all the pods open, and I am going to swatch these colors for you. You get 5 pastel colors, nude, white, clear, and 4 sparklies, and the sparklies are so cute. So here are the swatches. Here is the pink. This is the sequin rose, grape purple, clear with the glitter, gold glitter. This is the blue purple, sparkly glitter purple. This is pink nude. Clear, of course. This one here is the light yellow, which I absolutely love the light yellow. That's cyan. That's my second favorite. White, and then lastly, the sequined silver. I really enjoy all of these colors. I feel like they're perfect for the springtime. I think the only color that I'm missing would be like an orange. Now I'm going to speed through some nail prep, just cleaning off my cuticles and etching the surface of my nail. I have a more in-depth nail prep video on my channel if you want to check it out. After etching the surface of my nail, I'm going to use my dehydrator. I got this from Sally's, and this just removes the oil from the nail. And then I'm also going to follow up with my primer, and I focus this around the cuticle. This helps with lifting, and I put 2 light coats of this on. Here are these sculpting forms. I think they're so cute because they're butterflies. I have a butterfly tattoo, so I think anything butterfly is cute. The only downside is that it only comes with 10, so that only gives you enough to practice with 1 set if you are a queen that enjoys the sculpting forms. I'm really not, so I was okay. I did my right hand off camera. I used the sculpting forms to do my short length nails, and I absolutely loved it. Spoiler alert, the Builder Gel was great. It was nice and thick. Did exactly what I needed it to do. So, on to the left hand. I am starting off by putting on a thin layer of the Saviland base coat. This did not come in the Builder Gel kit, but I do still have it from the Poly Gel kit that I got from them a couple months ago. And once that's on, I cure that for 60 seconds. I do not have a fancy dish to put my alcohol in, so I'm using a shot glass because I figured, any other time I use alcohol, it goes in here, so it should be fine. And I'm just using this alcohol to clean off my brush in between colors. So I'm going to get started with the grape purple. I'm going to use that on my pinky, and I'm using the flat square brush that came in the kit. So now on to the sculpting forms. As I mentioned, I'm definitely not a pro at this. I mean, I would call myself a rookie, honestly, but I had to watch a couple of videos and I think, I can get the hang of it. I'm going to pop out that little circle and put it on the back of the form. And I learned that this just helps with some structure and support. And I'm also going to rip off those tabs because I'm going to need them to get the form to my correct size. Before I put the form to my nail, I just join the tops of the form so that the free edge or the curve, at the tip of my nail is created. And then I stick that under my nail and I fold back those tabs and close it to where I need it to be for my little small fingers. If my explanation is shitty, I hope that, it helps to watch me do it. But right now, I'm just trying to make sure that I get the form under my nail so that I don't have any gaps. And then I'm going to close that off and join the bottom pieces or the wings of my butterfly so that the nail form is completely on and ready to go. So here is the nail form on, and I tried to get it as even as possible or as centered as possible, and I think I did a pretty good job, for my rookie self. So I'm going to get started with the design, the fun part. And, side note, I cannot imagine the queens that have the extra long 2XL nails, because looking at this diagram that's on the nail form, which is definitely super helpful, I thought I liked long, and long is definitely too long for me. Anywhoosie, let's get into the design. So I'm going to start off with a bead of the clear Builder Gel, and this is going to be my protective layer. I saw this being done on a couple of videos that I watched, and honestly, it did make the most sense to me for the design that I'm going to be using. If I was doing a solid color, then maybe I would skip this step. But since I'm doing ombre and I'm going to start off by laying my end cap colors or my pastel colors, I thought it made sense to, make a nail and then put the color on top of it, as opposed to putting the color on the sculpting form and it doesn't even touch my natural nail until I use my base color or my bottom color. I hope that makes sense, but I'm really going in with this clear gel just to make my nail. So with my brush, I'm not pressing it. I'm just lightly moving the Builder Gel around to where I need it to go, and I'm using the lines on the sculpting forms to help me with that. Afterwards, I cured that for 60 seconds, and here it is. It might be a little hard to see because it is clear, of course, but once I do my cap colors, you'll be able to see it a whole lot better. So now that my protective layer is on, I'm going to go in with that grape purple color, and I'm going to start at the free edge of my nail and work my way up towards the cuticle. And as I mentioned before, you really don't need to use any pressure when applying the Builder Gel. It does stick to the brush and it glides to wherever it is that you put it. I'm enjoying using circular motions when I apply the polygel as opposed to brushing it on. I feel like that helps me get a better application. Another application tip, because this Builder Gel is self-leveling, I went ahead and I flipped my finger over just so that gravity could work with me and pull this gel downward. When you use the Builder Gel and you just have your nail flat, the Builder Gel lays flat. So flipping your nail over will definitely help you build that apex. Now that our cap color is on, I'm going to go in with the base color, which is going to be the pink nude. Going in with a bead of the nude, I'm putting that where my natural nail is, and I'm going to lightly overlap that with the purple. I will say that this was not the best way to get the ombre look that I was going for, but it definitely did work. So I'm just lightly pulling that color down, and I ended up pulling it down too far, so I used my alcohol to do cleanup, which, the alcohol definitely comes in handy for that. And then after that, I cured it for, I think I started to flash cure for 30 seconds. After that first cure, I'm going to go in with another bead of the nude just to build up my structure and my strength, as well as hide that line of demarcation from the purple and the nude that I first laid down. And I'm just going to pull this nude color a bit further down the nail to help with blending. And once I was satisfied, I completely cured the nail for 120 seconds. So here is my pinky nail after curing, and I'm going to take off this nail form, just undo the stickies and pop it off. It's pretty simple. And this nail definitely did teach me some things. There were things I need to go in and fix. I went down too far, a little too far with the clear on this side of my nail. And on the other side of my nail, I did not go down far enough. There was one little spot that didn't feel like it had enough builder gel on it. So later I will be going in with clear to give myself the structure that I need for that nail. For my ring finger, I'm trying out the sculpting forms again. So I just popped out that circle and I put it right below the circle just to give the nail form some strength and support. I'm then going to close the end of the nail form where the free edge is and stick that under my natural nail. Try to adjust the size of it and close it to where it feels the most comfortable, to where I don't have any gaps in between my natural nail and the nail form. And then I'm going to make sure that it's right up under my nail, and I'm going to close my butterfly wings. And here it is. I feel like I've gotten the hang of putting the nail form on. I just need to get the hang of building up a nail with it on. With my ring finger, I repeated the step of using the clear builder gel to use as a protective layer. And like I said, I think this makes sense. It's almost like creating a nail tip if you were using fake tips instead of using the sculpting form. And this just acts as a layer or a guide for you to build your colors on later. Like I said, I wasn't too crazy about the way I did my pinky nail, so I'm going to do it a bit differently for my ring finger. This time I'm going to try to work in layers, and I feel like that might help with the ombre or the gradient effect that I'm going for. So I'm putting on my first layer of the light yellow, and I take that color and I try to drag it down towards my cuticle to give myself that gradient effect. And of course, I flip my nail over so that it self-levels and gravity pulls it downward like I need it to be. After giving it a couple of seconds to do its self-leveling thing, I went ahead and flash cure that for 30 seconds. And now I'm going in with my second layer. Of course, I'm using the same light yellow color, but this time I am not taking the color as far down as I did with the first layer, just like I said, to help myself make that gradient effect. And I'm going to flash cure that as well for 60 seconds. Now that my end cap color is on, I'm going to go in with the nude as my base coat, and I'm going to start up at my cuticle and just glide my way down towards the first layer of the yellow. Like I said, I'm using circular motions, and I felt like that was the best way to glide the builder gel to where I needed it to go without like creating large spaces. I feel like if you simply drag the brush down the builder gel, you might create lines in it. So gliding it in circular motions is definitely the go-to. So here I am doing my second layer of the nude color, and I'm bringing this lower down the nail to meet up with the second layer of the yellow builder gel that I did. I didn't take it up all the way to my cuticle because I didn't want to do 2 full layers of this builder gel at my cuticle. You definitely don't need your cuticle to be big and bulky. So yeah, I'm just taking that and I'm using my alcohol to do any cleanup that I need. And when I'm done and I'm satisfied, I'm going to flash cure that for 30 seconds. So I ended up going in and doing a third layer of that clear just to better conceal the lines of demarcation to have a better gradient effect. And at this point, I'm thinking, well, damn, it was easier for me to do my pinky nail. But it is okay. I'm still learning. We're all still learning here. So, I would much rather y'all watch me and learn from my mistakes as opposed to going home and getting frustrated yourselves. It's really all a learning curve, and I'm happy to be doing this. So I cured that, and now we are about to pop this baby off. So I'm just going to pop off this nail form. Like I said, it's super easy to get these sculpting forms off. And my ring finger was definitely more sturdy and stronger than my pinky finger. And it also has a better structure and shape. Both of my nails are pointed downwards because, my nails, like I said, are curved downwards. And at this point, I have decided instead of using these sculpting forms, since I need a bit more practice, I'm going to go in with some nail tips. I decided to go ahead and use nail tips for the rest of my fingers because I thought it was easier and really for the sake of time. Also, for the sake of time, I did not include the clips of me doing my middle finger because I essentially did it the same way that I did my ring finger. But I will say that, with length, you need the strength. So 3 layers of this definitely was necessary for me to get the structure and the strength that I wanted. With my right hand, I have shorter nails and I did not need 3 layers of this. I probably did like 2. I am going in with my second layer of this pretty pink, and as you can see, I'm still just taking my brush and gliding the Builder Gel where I want it to go. It really does go with the flow. You don't have to put really any pressure on it. The only time I did put pressure on it is right there where I'm trying to blend it outwards towards my cuticle, but other than that, just let it glide. So after that, I'm going to apply my third and final layer of this pretty pink color. With my index finger, I did it a bit differently than my other nails, so I just felt the need to leave that in. The first difference that I will say is that I took the final layer as opposed to the first layer and I dragged that upwards towards my cuticle to give me that gradient effect. The second difference you'll see in a minute. Until then, I'm putting on my first layer of my nude base. I'm not taking this all the way down to my cuticle for the first layer because, like I said, you don't want that cuticle to be very bulky. You want it to be as thin as possible. For my second layer, I am going up towards my cuticle and I'm bringing that Builder Gel down to meet that beautiful pink color. And the third layer is where things get a little funky. So with this third layer, to create my gradient effect, as opposed to overlapping the colors, I decided to just put both colors on my nail at the same time. So as you can see, I have 2 small beads of both the nude and the pink. And I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to go in back and forth motions to create that gradient effect. You don't want it to be a harsh line, so that's why I'm not, just simply dragging it from one side wall to the other. I am doing back and forth motions, almost like windshield wipers, but not that big. So I went ahead and cured that for 120 seconds and I did my thumb off camera. I thought y'all had had enough. Those are my nails. And like I said, there are a couple things that I wanted to fix as far as structure with my pinky and my index finger. So I am taking the clear Builder Gel and I'm just going to fill those spots in. The 2 nails that I was really concerned about were my ring finger and my pinky since I did those with the sculpting forms. But I did decide to go ahead and use this clear Builder Gel to add some strength to each of my nails. I really don't think I needed it for my middle, index, and thumb, but just for the hell of it, I went ahead and did so. And I'm glad I did. I mean, I didn't feel like my nails were about to break at all, but with this extra layer of Builder Gel, I definitely feel way more secure. I have no doubt that these nails are going to stay on. And I cured this for about 3 minutes, I believe. I like to cure a little bit longer before I go in and file and use my drill because the last thing that I want is for it to be damp and I file my nail off. So I'm going to start by taking my nail file and I'm going to make sure I even up my side walls and have a straight free edge. I'm going for a square shape. I normally do coffin, but lately I've been feeling like with my Frenches and my ombres, I've been wanting that super straight up and down square look. So that is what I'm going for. And then I'm also going to speed through filing my nails with my eFile. I have a Melody Susie eFile and I'm using some ceramic bits that I got from Amazon. I'll definitely link them in the description below. Once we are satisfied with the shape, we can go in and start the design. We are at the finish line. I am taking another layer of Saviland's base gel and I'm putting that on my nails. And at this point, I'm kind of loving these nails already. I don't even feel like I need the marble, but it was already in my head, so I'm going for it. I cured that for 60 seconds, and here are the nails before the design. Like I said, I'm really feeling it. I was nervous with the ombre, but it turned out the way I wanted it. For my marble design, I'm going to be using some gel polish that I got from Beetles. And how lucky was I that the colors in this kit are so similar to the colors in the Saviland Builder Gel kit. I was able to find pretty much spot on matches. With those pastel colors, I'm also going to be mixing brown, white, and a pop of glitter. To create the design, I'm just going to take my colors and lay them next to each other, really no rhyme or reason. And then I take the end of my brush and I swirl it around. I am using Mia Secret's blooming gel to create this effect. If you do not have blooming gel, I definitely recommend going to get it. I never thought that I would use it as much as I do, but it is so amazing. It creates the most beautiful effects. Essentially what it does is you put it on your nail, you don't cure it, but you put another color on top of it and it just spreads or blooms that color out. It's so, so pretty. Here with the yellow, you can see I'm doing the same thing. I'm applying my blooming gel. I have my colors side by side. I'm creating a small little design in the plate and then I'm going to brush that onto my nail. I really just brush it on in whatever way it comes to mind. And I just watch the polish spread. And here I am doing the same thing for the last time. I'm going to cut out my other two nails, but I'm doing it again with my blue, putting on my builder gel, picking up that polish, and just letting it flow. So pretty. This one reminds me of the ocean. After doing my design, I went in with a layer of Saviland's top coat and I cured that for 120 seconds. And here is the final result. Queens, I am in love with these nails. Like I said, it's definitely giving me Easter vibes. The colors in this kit were so, so pretty and I cannot wait to try out the sequin colors. I already have a couple of looks in mind, so I definitely do plan on getting some good use out of this Builder Gel kit. Again, shout out to Saviland for sending this to me. I absolutely enjoyed it. And Queens, if you like this look, let me know. Leave me a comment, like this video, and of course, subscribe for more.